Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I want to discuss a few things on the haunting of Bly Manor. Okay, so basically there are few things which I want to tell first or discuss first. I would say that we all know that these are from makers of the Haunting of the Hill House in Netflix. So people who don't know, you can go to Netflix and you can check out the previous series, The Haunting of the Hill House, which will absolutely mesmerize you. It's amazing, and it was a horror flick. So basically, which I wanted to tell is, first of all, I didn't like The Haunting of Bly Manor. There are a few reasons which I would definitely make sure that I'll tell you guys. First of all, they have branded this particular product, or this is a product after all. This product, I don't know, maybe it's for business purpose, or maybe it's for maybe in case of anything which is dependent on promotion or sort of like that. But they have told that previously, from the beginning, from the releasing of the trailer and all, they have always suggested and always told that this series, like the name suggests, The Haunting of the Bly Manor, they told that this series is going to be a the next from the makers of The Haunting of Hill House. And so they have set that expectations from all of us that this series will also be that much amazing, that much mesmerizing like the previous one. But unfortunately, what they did, I don't know whether they did it intentionally or whether they have set it up in this way, in this manner, they have planned it in this way. They have told a completely different story this time. I'm coming to the story after some time. But first and foremost, what I wanted to say is, if you have branded this thing to be the outcome of a good love story, or if you have branded this thing in such a way that this will be an amazing story which will reach out to audience as love story, then you shouldn't have branded it as Haunting of Bly Manor, first of all. Secondly, if they say that there is a metaphor underneath this particular title, or maybe there is a different meaning all over to it, then I would say that, if suppose you have planned in making a comedy film and then you start planning to bring the stuffs of tragedy in it, and then the outcome, people would say after the outcome that though it's branded as to be a comedy film, but it has a tragic ending, and it's very tragic, and the story is very nice. So ultimately, the result from which people like audiences like us will judge this movie, I'm pretty much sure that definitely they will go ahead and judge its title first, because then they will choose to watch it. It's not that we like us, that not there are many that like us to wait and check what's upcoming in Netflix and we'll go ahead and watch it. This series itself is made so that to reach the, not the target audience, but to reach a mass audience, and especially the people who love to watch horror flicks and horror series. Now basically, if you are horror series, horror movie fan, then you will be highly disappointed, because there are no jump scares at all. I mean, there are few, but in this whole series of so many episodes, you can count them and you can say that it's maybe less than 5. But my question is, I don't know what they thought before. Maybe they thought in this way that Conjuring 1 was such amazing, and then they tried increasing the jump scares in Conjuring 2 when it backfired and the things went different. When people said that Conjuring 1 was much better with less jump scares, I mean the proportionate jump scares. But here, this entire thing is pretty much in case of Haunting of Bly Manor, this entire thing is pretty much, what I say, too much to tell in a single thing, and trying to extend a simple thing to last and making the audience wait for the next episode and all. If you go through the episode and if you go through the ending of each episode, you will find that there are certain things which will pull out such what I say, I don't know, people who are actually like I mean watching and trying to figure out or like analyzing this particular thing, they will understand that the spectrum of the cinematography that is used in the entire series. First of all, cinematography is too much well predicted and too much well like executed. But the fact is, if somebody is planning to do such a cinematography where that person is shooting something which is related to ghosts, something which is related to horror, then obviously the most important part is jump scares. And you can just count jump scares of Haunting of Bly Manor. Hardly there are few, and those were not scary even. So, like, there is nothing to be scared of in Haunting of Bly Manor, though it's branded to be a horror flick, but nothing. Now, after that, after getting the mixed reviews, they have certainly changed and made sure that people call it a drama or supernatural drama. Now, my question is that if it's a drama, then from the beginning, from the first release of the trailer, why this is branded to be a horror film or horror series, rather, if it was made a drama all over, and intentionally using the word much more that perfectly splendid will definitely not make it perfectly splendid, but I found it's perfectly awful if you consider the perspective of watching a horror flick. Now, people would say that you can change your mind or change your perspective from the beginning before watching this by going through the reviews, which I won't. I won't be going through the reviews before, because if I go through the reviews before and if I find out that the established review givers, they are considering this not to be haunting and they are considering this to be a drama, a well-written drama, which is true. It's a well-written drama and it has good story with brilliant acting, like previous with the cast and from the makers of Haunting of Hill House. Then definitely you will expect that okay, let's find out if it's a good drama or not. But my question is, why shall I go ahead and watch Haunting of Bly Manor to find out whether there is a nice drama or not, or whether there is a what I say whether the acting is good or not? Because we all know that acting will be at its best, the acting will be at its best, the story will be at its best, because these is something which is done by the makers of Haunting of Hill House. So the expectation they have set previously is so much. I don't know whether they have intentionally took a step backward this time and have not taken the risk of making sure that the audiences get scared this time. I don't know, or maybe completely what I say, taking a step backward in so that not giving a scope to the audience to judge whether this particular series was scary or not, or maybe that much horrifying or not, because this is absolutely a simple drama with twists and turns, definitely. And it's just because it's well written and it's based on the on a particular novel, so somewhere this entire thing is written in such a manner that first you will start watching this, you will complete one episode, you will go to another episode expecting something more to see in it, but the drama will continue henceforth. Again, you will move on to the next episode expecting that something else will be making you that much happier because you're watching a horror flick. Then again, you're moving to the next episode expecting that maybe the jump, because at the end of every episode they have kept that much ambiguity, they have kept that much and intentionally they have done that so that you wait for the next episode to find out what happens next. And when you're starting to find out what happens next, it turns out to be very mediocre, and things went more horrible as you like as you are at the end of this particular series. You found out already that time that this series had become, because only maybe 1 or 2 episodes left, and this series has already become a drama, not a horror flick, just a drama, and it's a love story. And then at the end, they themselves kept intentionally a dialogue that you have set it up wrong at the beginning. It's not a ghost story, it's a love story. Now, my question is, if it's a love story, then why are you promoting and branding it as a horror flick? So basically, I found it's a trick. Maybe in the next season or so, they may bring something else. Maybe that would definitely be different from all those previous ones. But you may or may not consider this to watch, because if you watch it, and if you are a person who is ready to watch a good drama, then go ahead, you can watch this. But you can go ahead and watch few episodes of Haunting of Hill House, and it's that good till now. It's but this series, this episode, it's a one time watch, a different story to tell, definitely. So now it's up to you guys whether you will watch it or not. This is pretty much honest review of mine. I felt this thing as not expected from the makers of Haunting of Hill House. That's it. So thank you. Have a nice day.